Come in, Kunal.
May I come in, sir?
Yes, come in. Have a seat, Kunal.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So, Kunal, tell me what is meaning of your name?
So, my name has a significant meaning related to Sanskrit. It means lotus, where it depicts the enlightenment and purity. Moreover, if I would like to relate it with a historical term, Ashoka's son also have the same name as mine, Kunala.
Tell me something about Bhopal, the
So,
place you belong to. Continue.
Bhopal is a city of lakes. It's a capital city of Madhya Pradesh. Its political significance, sir, it has the Vidhan Sabha, which where MLAs, member of legislative assemblies, came together for the policy formulation and law related to state. Moreover, sir, it has the SSB Center, who aims to conduct and who have the responsibility of conducting the SSBs for 22, 21, and 23 army entries and 33 naval entries. And it and since 1300, it has been the largest man-made water reservoir called artificial lake called Upper Lake, which is in Hindi called Bada Talab, sir.
Begin with your education. So, in that, I'm interested to know your education starting from 10th onwards. Particularly, how did you prepare for your 10th board? What were the difficulties that you faced? Which were the subjects you liked most? And what was the result? Also, tell me which subject did you choose for your 11th and 12th? How did you prepare for your 12th board? What were the difficulties that you faced? How did you overcome them? And what was the result? You went on to do your graduation. I want to know what prompted you to choose the subject that you took in your graduation. How did you prepare for various semester exams? What were the difficulties that you faced? How did you overcome them? And what was the result? Also, tell me which all sports and extracurricular activities you participated in and how did you perform in them? You can start.
So starting from my 10th background, my preparation for my board exams was up to my level, but the subjects that I'm really good at was mathematics and science, uh, where for my scheduling, so I think I used to study mostly from the school. I haven't taken additional coaching or tuitions extra. Then the difficulties that I've faced, I think I have deeply undermined the highest scoring subject, which is English, Hindi, and social science. This is the reasons why I got a little lower grade in my 10th 10th. So over the time, sir, I understood and the relevance of the sample papers and one day testing before the exams, a few week testing before the exams. So for the 11th grade, I have opted for commerce. As in my counseling sessions, I found commerce to be more relevant to me and practical. So it was natural of me to adapt that subject as well. So for my
But it
preparation,
surprises me. You had you were fond of maths and science, but then you went on to take commerce in your 12th standard, 11th and 12th.
yes, sir.
So, how was this switch?
Sir, I don't find switch to be like a shock therapy for me. I think it was natural for me to adapt pretty well because for me, sir, I think commerce, the accountancy, economics, and business studies, sir, they are more of practical subjects. And whereas for the science stream, I have attended some of the classes from the science where I found a little bit of abstract knowledge and theoretical depth is being tested. So I thought that I could perform well in commerce as well as continue my sports as well. So I have chosen a commerce subject.
Okay, continue. How did
Then,
you prepare for your 12th board and all? Yeah.
so for my 12th board, sir, I have taken an additional coaching and I have been staying extra for my classes, which the school is conducting extra classes. What advantage that the coaching institute gave me is for the partnership, sir. Earlier they started with the partnership, and in my school, company accounts was following. So when the two subject overlap, it sort of I sort of get a revision, which is where I had an edge over the other students. Moreover, sir, the result I able to obtain 81.6 percentage, and then after I moved towards my higher studies graduation, where I've opted for during the counseling I got to know about the Bhopal Institution of Professional Education and Research. So I have taken the BBA as my course uh, because I have developed a keen and subtle interest in the business studies. So I was already aware about the subjects and what the further studies is going to be like. So this is what I've opted. And talking about the difficulties, preparation of my college, sir, I used to have a notes, like organized notes from the internet online. I just had a lot of a printed form of notes, and I used to study it regularly before the examination, 1 month before the examination. And talking about the difficulties, I think during that time managing sports as well as college is a bit of a task for me, but with scheduling and proper time management, I've achieved it, and I'll be able to secure 70% in my college years. And talking about the extracurricular and activities, I have been a I've been an individual who have a subtle taste in football. So since the start, since grade 8, I have been participating in a lot of tournaments, school related regional football tournament, and I have represented my school in Superauto under 17 Cup and under 17 Cup 3 times consecutively. Moreover, sir, I have went for the under 19 regional football as well.
What about any other co-curricular activity, including debate, drama, singing?
Sir, I have never been a part of these activities.
Okay. Right. So we'll move on to various competitive examination in which you appeared uh, right after 10th till to date. How did you prepare for these competitive examinations? What were the difficulties that you faced? How did you overcome them? And what was the result?
So for competitive examination, as far as I remember, sir, NDA and IPMAT was the examination that I have appeared for. For the NDA, sir, I have by myself from the YouTube, with the help of YouTube, I've covered maths. But and for the IPMAT, sir, I have a book called Book of Arihant, which helped me in covering up the syllabus for the reasoning as well as the quantitative aptitude. During that time, as a non-math student, sir, it was a bit of a challenge for me. But uh, but with the help of with the institute, like YouTube short tricks and different techniques, I'd be able to solve some of the questions very easily. So that was my preparation plan. I didn't much prioritize it high on a high level, sir.
What about any other competitive exam?
Sir, after graduation, I have been appearing for the AFCAT examination and AFCAT and CDS. Moreover, the part of my side quest is the CAT as well. So last year, sir, I've scored like 85 percentage on my CAT, and for the AFCAT, sir, I have cleared it. And for its preparation, sir, uh, mostly I have did the English, reasoning, and the journal awareness. I have did it by my own. For maths, sir, I have taken one coaching, sir.
Okay. So till now, tell me what has been your schedule right from 10th onwards? Did you increase it while you were in 12th? Because you certainly had much better marks in your 12th, and you again had a fall in your graduation. How did you justify that? You have been an inconsistent performer, 10th low, then high in 12th, and again low in graduation. Again, you were not able to qualify your NDA. So tell me about your studying consistency from 10th till to date.
Sir, for the studies, when it comes to my 12th grade, obviously I had increased the time. I have followed a schedule where with 6 hours of at least 6 hours of schools, 2 hours of coaching and 3 hours of my own studying of 12th board related. Whereas 1.5 hours I was allocating for my competitive examination on the alternate basis and maths as well. uh, Talking about when was in my final year of graduation, I know for the fact I have to prepare for competitive because that is something that everyone is doing. So uh, I I used to go to the library since 9 and I used to come back at 6. And after that, sir, I had one more coaching. It was an online coaching by Cat King, where I used to they have the classes of 4 hours, so like 8 to 10 and 10 to 12 I used to study in night. And after that, when the class was end, I just had a journal maintained where I just write whatever I have learned today and follow plan for the next day onwards. So for that time, so I used to study more. And my college grade has been significantly dropped because I wasn't. I think I wrongly prioritized things. I was playing more of a football back in my college and barely paying a little more attention. If I would have paid a little more attention towards my studies, I would have gotten higher grades. So.
So, tell me, how much time were you playing during your college days? How regularly? And what was your timetable when you were in college? And what is your timetable now?
Sir, when I was in college, so after attending the classes, then I go to the football club, Barkatullah University. There I used to play from 4 to 6, so 2 hours of football playing. And after I came back to home, I just had a quick nap, and then after I study for my competitive examinations. But when after when I just had an aim in my mind that I want to clear this examination, then I started taking it more seriously, and I studied. I burned the midnight oil up after
So, tell me
that.
your timetable during your college days and your timetable now.
So my college timetable. So I went 9 p.m. sharp. I have to reach college. So
9 a.m.
9 a.m. sharp I had to reach college, and the college was consist of like 9 to 3. So after these 6 hours, I came back home and no, sometimes I used to go directly to the pitch, which is at 4 p.m. Sometimes I used to, because I had my own vehicle. So after that, it's 6 to 4, no, 4 to 6 football session at the pitch, and after taking 1 hour or 2 hour of nap, I just have my dinner and I study for night. Whereas for now, sir, I woke up at 8 a.m. and I just had my I just did a little bit of make my bed and get my breakfast. Then I go for a running session on the alternate basis, and after that, sir, I came back and I study whatever the subject I'm prioritizing right now. Then I do 2 hours of studying. Then till two after 12, I had one of the diet session like lunch. I consume in a little quantity because that helps me getting more productivity for my things. After 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, I revise the sessions, and again 2 hours of studying for lecturate and GD topics, whatever the task is assigned to me. And then after, sir, I have a quick break. So this will equivalent to like 2 p.m. So 2 to 2:20. Uh, After 2:20, I'll study for. I will revise whatever has been given to me and do practice in front of the mirror and speaking, because I want to increase my speaking skills. Focus on that, and after doing all the things, I just memorize it for the last minute and reach to my coaching, which is at 5 p.m. And going back from the coaching, sir, I immediately go to the gym, have my taking a little bit like 15 to 12 minutes refreshment and taking creatine along. After coming back to the gym, sir, I again revise for the next day and select whatever topic I want to study.
Okay. Tell me all about your family. In that, I'm interested to know whether you have a joint family or whether you're a nuclear family. Who all are staying in your family with your father, mother, any siblings that you have, any elderly people at home? Tell me about their education, everybody who is at home, their education, their occupation, and tell me with each one of them, how do you spend your time?
Sir, I have a family with four people. So my father is the first. He is a MCOM graduate. He is in police, state police. He's a head constable. Uh, I have a then talking about my mother, sir. She's a homemaker. She has done his higher studies, like she's plus two passed. Then I have one elder brother, sir, who's a naval officer. He has did his MSc in physics. Then I spent, sir, with my father, sir. I like more look up to my father uh, because he's obviously have a fatherly role in our. He's the man of the house, so uh, whatever he say, his decision is firm, and I obey to it. Talking about my mother, sir, uh, I have a relation what it's like to be like a little son. I just share a lot of humors with and laugh with my mother. Then coming to my brother, sir, because he has to study a lot because he's in the armed forces. So I just talk him like the normal, maybe like 10 to 12 days just to catch up in a day if he is not busy. But otherwise, I have a good relation, sir.
Tell me something about Indian Navy that he shared with you.
Sir, Indian Navy, sir, one of his anecdote when he was in the ship INS Mormugao, sir, he shared that they were patrolling and they were going to Oman for its for the
Flag
surveying.
showing. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So he shared about what is in the Oman actually, what kind of food they have, and what are the cultures. And he also told me like how difficult the ship maritime life is because the ship is going like back and forth, and on that time it was a weather of monsoon, so it was so difficult. And he said that he has to wake up a lot because night shift he is going to do, and also he was a staff officer, so a lot of tasks was assigned to him. He have to give up on his sleep and do various things at the ship. So that things intrigued me, sir.
Okay. So, what is the kind of friends you have in your college? What kind of friends you have in your coaching? And what kind of friends you have in your locality? Tell me, with each set, how do you pass your time and how much time do you spend in a day with each one?
So for now, I don't spend much of a time with my friends right now because everyone is busy and engaged in his life. For example, in my college years, I have a friend called Shivam, Tanish, and Saurabh. These three were really close to me, as well as Harsh Ahirwar. The things that unite me as them friends is the common interest. For example, Shivam, he's currently doing a job in Accenture, and he's very intelligent individual. He cracked the SIDT in Pune in 2024, and and I think the common thing between us, he was doing the anime rehot tricking, and I was doing an editing. So we both have the YouTube channel, and he had a lot of sponsorships with him. Talking about my school times, sir, I had uh, I had friends Tanish, Nagar, and Saurabh who was with me in the college as well. Uh, for Tanish, sir, I think for Tanish, sir, he was more of an intellectual kind of person, sir. We never get bored like when we are in company with him, and he uh, he is like he always used to get good marks, like scoring above 85 and all. And talking about my friends in localities, Naman Paul is my friend. We have a common interest called football, so we used to play together, and all the time that I spent with him was utilized in playing football itself. So
Yeah. You haven't told me how much time each day or weekly or whatever?
Sir, when I was in a school or college, then the 6 hours, whatever the school timing was, and apart from that, if I include like 30-minute extra after the school. But right now, sir, I'm complete. I don't meet or catch up those people. On the weekends, once in a rare moment, we find when I go to the turf, when Harsh Ahirwar.
So don't you even talk on phone or remain connected on any social media?
Sir, I'm connected on social media, but we share the reels in a group called. We have a group, so that is the only time I can spend. Like I don't spend much of a time on social media as well.
Okay, so apart from Saurav, Tanesh, tell me about your friends in coaching and gym. What all activities you do with them? Because nowadays I believe that you're not playing football. So how do you interact with them?
Sir, basically, apart from the Saurabh and Tanish, I have a lot of friends in my coaching institute. Usually, Sir Commander Rathore sir has given me responsibility because I was the most physical fit guy in the room. So I used to spend a lot of time with them at physical fitness, where some of them are like some of them Sajal, Abhyudan, and uh, and Saurabh. These guys I found to be more athletic one. So I think apart from football, sir, I these are one of my friends, and for my gymming, sir, whenever I needed any support in heavy lifting or I want to learn, for example, I didn't know how to do muscle up at initially. So there is Vaibhav, one of he's senior, he's a little senior to me in age as well. So he had a very huge calisthenic build. So I asked him how to do muscle up, and he said that you should do weighted pull up first. And he helped me, like starting with the, like he gave me a rubber band, which are essential for lifting your whole body with the arm. Eventually, I developed it within weeks. So my friends helped me a lot. Sir. It's just
Okay, so share with me any incident where your friends have been helpful to you or you have been helpful to your friends.
So during the form filling, the counselings itself, I think I found my friends to be very helpful because because there were some rules I wasn't aware about, and they informed me. They just clued me in, and for me, sir, when the projects were assigned to us, I undertake the responsibility of making the presentation because I am. I am well more advanced when it comes to the laptop and technology. I know how to make PowerPoints as well. Then for the contents, I used to delegate the task to them as well. That we combinedly come up to ideas into the subject. For example, if I talk about the entrepreneurship development, we were given a case study. We were given a case study. What kind of Maslow's theory would you apply on such individual? So we created it. We have chucked up research articles from various sources, and then Shivam come up with the idea that we should do it this way. Like we will put the character above this one, above the theory one, above the organization one, so that we can apply this theory correctly. And yeah, these sort of things we used to do when we were given a project task. Together.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you describe yourself? How friendly you are to people like Tanesh, Shivam, or Saurav? And in return, how friendly they are on a scale of 1 to 10?
So obviously, we 10, 10 to both. I am friendly to them, and they are also friendly to me. I think whenever if I'm stuck in any situation, they are the first one I will call. Like related to any college situation, they're the first one to call. For example, in the month of March, when Tanish was about to collect his migration certificate, he asked me, have I collected it or not, and if I where should he approach? So I've told him I have collected. You can ask the dean. If you want the number, I can give. So he said he's going to the college. So
So, if I were to present before you an hypothetical situation
yes,
where, say, Tanish was in trouble, and
yes, sir.
since your father is in the police, and he calls you up and tells you that, in case your father intervenes because it is a matter related to the police, probably his documents related to passport or say any other documents would get released quickly, signed and returned back to the office so that he can get his passport early or he can get his license early. What would you tell your father?
Sir, I would ask the information about my father. I'll explain him the situation, and I will ask, is it possible to done it before time because he wants to go. And my father has did, I think, for the police verification thing for one of my closest uncle. So I think yes, he will come up to any solutions, and whatever he will say, he will suggest or advise us. We will follow that protocol.
So suppose there is some minor mistake which needs to be corrected in document, but there's not enough time, and your friend wants your father to intervene and do it uh, by fudging the document.
Then I don't think so, sir. I would have done it because if it's
He assures you that later on he will get the document corrected.
so if we correct the document before it, that would be a plausible way to. And I think if when we talk about the verification, sir, every document has to be seen and thoroughly steadfast, thoroughly like scrutinized. So if there is a correction, it could have been done earlier. That would be a viable solution. Otherwise,
Okay, we'll move on to the sports that you have played most, and that is football. So, if you were to describe me the World Cup in detail, so how would you go about it?
sir, the FIFA World Cup of 2026, which was held in US, Canada, and Mexico, Maple the Moose, with the mascot Maple the Moose, the bald eagle. The World Cup ball, which has been used in the FIFA, was Trionda, and Spain has been the winner, where Messi have taken the golden boot. Argentina was the second, and there were a total of 16 teams participate. Total of 16 teams in the FIFA Cup, and
I thought there were 48
so, who qualified for the
final match.
quarters and
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Hmm.
Then so actually I was supporting the Spain team from the start, and if I were to want if I would like to describe the FIFA the final match between the Argentina, the Spain has a ball possession of
Okay, we will not go
76%.
there. We'll go. Why were you supporting Spain?
Okay, sir, I was supporting Spain because the whole team hold the possession of 76%, where the
Oh,
Argentina.
that was in the finals. What about coming to the finals? You were in support of them well before that?
Sir, I only watched the final match. Otherwise, I watched the highlights.
Okay. Right. So tell me, if you were to construct a football field, uh, how would you go about it?
Sir, the length of the football field is up to 90 yards to 120. In meter, it would be 110. So I'll take 110, and the width would be 45 yards. So and for the goalpost, sir, the distance of the goalpost would be 11 meter, where with the 4.5 is the block for the goalkeeper, and extending it to 9 is uh, the outer box with a semicircle, and the center line, the diameter of the center circle would be.
So, how far would you place the penalty kick spot from the goal line?
So, 9.5 meters, sir.
No, 9.5 meter. What about the D?
So that is 11.
11 meters.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, tell me about all about your hobbies and interests and how much time do you spend in them?
Sir, I have a hobby of studying and playing football, gym, and editing. So for now, I think I have taken a pause from editing for like over 2 years. I've spent around like mostly the time I wake up, I spend on my hobbies. because mostly I have to do it. For my studying, sir, I like to study a subject called quantitative aptitude because it is more uh, natural of me to grasp. And for playing football, sir, I go like monthly, when my friends are there or friends are here, and when they organize a turf. Mostly, sir, they live outside, so like out of Bhopal. So, and for my gymming, sir, I do it regularly to keep me fit and be in shape. So for gymming, sir, I do it 1 hour. Definitely, I've reduced the timing of the gym. It is like 45 minutes only, and this is like whole overall, sir. I spend like 12 to 15 hours my hobbies.
Okay. In detail, tell me any one news that you read in last 1 month.
Sir, I have read about CIPRI report of armament, disarmament, and international security of 2026. The key observation that I find in report is that the Ukraine defense expenditure has been gone up by 12,000%, like from point 0.4 to 12, 12.8 something. And for India, who ranks the second in terms of importing the military weapon, it has been significantly reduced to 4%, where is 4%, which showcasing the indigenization of defense equipments and the production with various schemes such as production link incentives. Moreover, sir, the top global armaments provider, as still the US ranks first, with followed by China, Germany, and two more, and France as well. So these were the report highlighted.
So we'll finish here. In case you have any question, you can ask me.
So I don't have any questions.
Okay, Kunal. So I'm ready with your review.
Yes.
And in that, I found that you pass in factor one, that is the intelligence factor, and you have adequate RA and satisfactory AI. You can improve in organizing ability a little more. You're slightly inconsistent there, but I believe that you will get there. And your communication skills are adequate, but they fall as you get hassled. So I think if you don't speak very fast, that means if you think and speak, you'll do much better and you'll retain your original adequacy. Talking about your social qualities, I find you well clear, and you're quite a responsible person, and I'm happy to note that you're cooperative and you maintain a good social behavior. And coming to your initiative, self confidence, I find you quite satisfactory there. Speed of decision, yes, you tend to get slightly hassled. You need to improve slightly there, but that should not hold us. And same thing is with the ability to influence group. Is you're slightly underconfident when presenting your ideas, and therefore you might find it slightly difficult in influencing people. And in that, I will suggest to you that you are a very good candidate and you must believe in yourself. And then you will find it natural for you to be able to influence people. You're a lively person. Coming to your determination, courage, and stamina. I would say you're quite a determined man, adequate, courageous, adequate, but physical, yes, quite adequately physically fit. And but in mental stamina, you need to do much better. And I would advise you meditation twice a day. And the moment this meditation plus self belief kicks in, you will rule the world. All the best, and let me see you in uniform.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Kunal. I hope you are satisfied with the review.
Thank you, sir.